We deal with that particular Apollo aspect and all because it is more viable for today's action, for today's system of science. And when I say that, I mean at this particular time, the people in this room should not be caught up on worship. You should be caught up on using these things as formulas alone. Formulas, and ultimately these formulas are nothing but manifestation of your own energy, your own alchemical powers. If you're not using these particular aspects and putting it in a formula aspect, then you basically leave it over to the religious aspect, and in so many words, that's just like saying, God, I hope I don't bump into nothing. It's haphazardly until you devise the ultimate formula. Remember, the ultimate formula is how you relate to this thing based on what you create from your own archetypal existence. So what it is like I said before, how do these things work? These things work basically by you having enough confidence in yourself to produce what you want to work, based on what your own inner self gives you. And this is one of the keys to any system from the neophyte going into the self-mastery is the confidence that you can do this, although you might not find anything documented to say what you are doing is valid. There's a whole saying, don't believe that what you was thinking is not authentic because you never heard anybody say it before. You see what I'm saying? So this is given away for your own soul, giving you the channel. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just know. You know, you just know. It's no different than when 9/11 happened and I was caught in New York. The Spirit just straight up told me, don't take your motherfucking ass to the airport. Because if you go to the airport, nigga, you through with all the shit you got in your bag. That makes you #1 terrorist and all. And they can detain your ass for how long they want to. You see what I'm saying? Then it would have been whatever happened to Bobby Hemmett. You see. So that's just when you just know. And it wasn't just even common sense and stuff like that, because the simple fact, I could say, well, common sense means I don't need to go to the airport. No, I'm saying the Spirit just straight up say, don't take your ass to the fucking airport. Although I would have come to the conclusion not to go to the airport anyway, the Spirit made sure, just in case this black motherfucker don't know, don't take your ass to the airport. You see what I'm saying? Don't take you to the airport. Now this is interesting because I was up in New York with Sister Deborah, who left a day before me. And when she went to the airport, they said, are you sure you want to go today? Now this was Monday. Monday, 9/10. They said, are you sure you want to go today? As if to say, at first they say, where's Mr. Hemmett? She said, oh, he's still here. Then they said, are you sure you want to go? Are you sure you want to go? They was trying to get both of us together. You see what I'm saying? You know, because we also know if this was a planned operation. Some people say, well, how did they got to do? What they got to do? What you got to do with 9/11? I don't have shit to do with 9/11. Nothing whatsoever, other than when they plan something, they say, oh, we're going to get all of them rabble-rousers up in on this shit too. So that just goes under the same thing. So when they plan this thing, it's like a summit. It's like it's like something that takes care of everything. So they say, oh, we're going to pick up the other motherfuckers coming in and out and shit with subversive materials in their bag. That could have been that could have been anybody. It just so happened that my damn plane was leaving out at 10 o'clock, 9/11. 10 a.m. You see what I'm saying? So the point I'm trying to make, it had nothing to do with me in the aspect that I'd have got caught up in some bullshit where they're going, hey, look, our orders already is to pick up any motherfucker that's coming with this type of material. And I had a big old picture of a catalog with Khalid Muhammad up in there. Of all things, I mean, you know, that connects me with Islam right there. You see what I'm saying? But the Spirit said, don't go to the airport. I was stuck in New York for damn near 5 days. You see what I'm saying? Stuck in New York for 5 days, and this was the interesting thing because the Sister Kimberly was moving back down here, and I had to ride with her, and they was opening up the bridge and closing the bridge down. It was like they was looking for people. They was opening up the airport, closing it down. It was interesting. The night that we got up to go, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. They could have very well been searching at 3 o'clock in the morning, but lo and behold, they had a motherfucking monsoon. I mean, it was raining so heavy till we couldn't even see the doggone road. And so therefore, the people was like, shit, we had safe passes out of New York. Because they wasn't going to be searching in this kind of rain. You see what I'm saying? They wouldn't be searching in this kind of doggone rain. So the point I'm trying to make here is, it still goes back to, I can say that common sense would told me not to go to the airport. I can say that. But in this case, it told me, don't take, the little voice in my head say, don't take your ass to the airport. You see what I'm saying? Don't take your ass to the airport. You know, so going back to our power as the gods and the goddesses is, do not think that things are not valid because you never read it before. Just remember that all forms of information and knowledge, yes, we say we want to take a chronicle of information, or ancient information. I say to diffuse all these people just come up with all these channel books. You know what I'm saying? These channel books. And just so happen the angels got blue eyes and blonde hair. You know what I'm saying? All these so-called channel books, I still say it is sometimes, it is imperative that we keep a record of ancient information, because we know we got so-called these New Age people that will basically divert you from ancient information where this shit don't chronicle nothing that we said in the past. So there is a validity in using the stuff that is left behind because it comes from us. But then again, on the other hand, we still say, how did that shit first get down here? This ancient records. Did they come from somebody getting on a spaceship and bringing these tablets down here, these books? Or did they come from somebody channeling this stuff? You understand what I'm saying? So therefore, if the ancient person channels some stuff that you would think is authentic as the Book of the Dead, the Rig Veda, the Upanishads, or whatever, the Kabbalah, then why the hell you don't think we can't do that in damn 2002? So therefore, we're still talking about something that is ongoing. It is something that is ongoing. And so it was the same thing with me. One of the sisters in California, she said just about in a couple of months, all of them damn books that you've been immersed in for the last 10 years, they're going to become obsolete in the aspect that everything that you look in these books for in the next couple of months is going to become redundant. Now, I can spit them out to you, and that's your thing to go and research this stuff, and I'm not trying to tell you that's an excuse for you not to doggone study. I'm just saying it came apart somewhere in the June of last year where when I started opening up the books, I used to open up books and stuff jump out, it stopped happening. Why? Because it was time for me to take upon myself the total adulthood of what I learned over the last 10 years.